for this?
Welcome back to the Empire Sports and Mind podcast. Big episode, stacked episode. Happy 3-year anniversary of the Empire Sports and Mind podcast. Very exciting. We have really stacked episodes today. We're going to do That's loud. We're going to do top 5 drafts, our favorite Rangers playoff moments, and also in the spirit of Christmas movie character icons draft. Very exciting. But we're going to start with some sports as we always do. John, take it away with the Jets and the streak.
Yeah, I just want to say happy 3 years, Matthew. I know it's been quite the journey so far since we started this thing. I had the idea one night. I texted Matthew one night, why don't we start a podcast? Had a lot of fun with it. Can't believe it's already been 3 years. I mean, life really goes fast. And I'm only 21 and I'm saying this. You know, a lot of old people say, like, when you get older, life moves fast. But I'm starting to see it now. Like, it goes by. It just flies by. You got to enjoy every day. Cherish every, it just goes. So 3 years, Matthew. 3 years. How is that even possible? Yeah. I feel like we just recorded our first episode. Just wild stuff.
And the show.
For the support. I would say our top, in the sake of we're doing 2 top 5s today, in the sake of that, I think I'm going to do our top 3 fans. I think Cat from Jersey is number 1. My friend Andrew Kubek's number 2, and then number 3 is up for debate. Could be Gilberto Casenza. Could be I don't know. Look, we've had a lot of guests on the show. Could be my friend Michael, who came on the show a couple times. The third one's up for debate. I think the top 2 are pretty it's pretty locked in. I think it's Cat from Jersey and it's my friend Andrew. And then the third one's up for debate. Matthew, I don't know if you have anybody in mind.
No, yeah. It's up for grabs. Just if you're listening, let us know and we'll add you to the list.
Yeah. Just thank you for the support, everybody. 3 years, wild stuff. And just thank you. Look, Matthew, 3 years and a lifetime to go. Maybe 60 years, maybe 70 years. This is just the beginning. Look, we've been pretty inconsistent over the past year with, like, we used to do, podcasts every single week. Now we've been a little bit more busy. You started college. I'm starting with grad school. So can't promise an episode every single week, but we're going to try our best to maybe be monthly. I think that would be a good thing.
Yeah, it's random. It's like whenever we're feeling it. I like that.
We have to establish a more consistent schedule, I feel like.
That would be nice.
Monthly would be pretty good. I think monthly would be pretty good. I think it depends what time of the year it is. I think if you have, some playoff series going on especially with we do expect the Knicks to go pretty far. We could do like a podcast every series with that. It really depends on what's going on. Because like you get like to August, it's like nothing's really going on. Like now with football, our 2 teams stink. If they were good, we would have an episode every single week. But since they stink, there's something really to talk about. It's talking about the same things. So it's kind of hard to, really, have an episode every single week because nothing really to talk about. But it really depends on the time of year. But if the Knicks go far, we'll definitely have a lot of updates. We're going to be more consistent come playoff time for hockey and basketball.
We do this for love of the game too. If we were really looking to grow following and marketing, the best thing to do is consistency, whatever it is, every week, every other week, every month. But it's got to be the same time of that month every time. But we do it for the love of the game too, so that's part of it. We enjoy it. It's not work for us. Obviously, we don't get paid to do this in any
don't get paid now.
Despite what you guys may think, despite what the view numbers tell you, the very many amount of views that we don't get paid.
Yeah, look, YouTube. Look, they should pay us. I think we do a phenomenal job. I think we do better than most radio shows in New York. I think we do a better job than. I'm not going to name some names, but Michael K. Show, Don LaGreca. I think we do better than those guys. Not going to name any names, but we do better than those guys. But no, with that being said, we'll go into the Jets talk. Today, the Jets did not squish the fish. They actually lost to Miami Dolphins at home. A very boring game. I was actually like, Matthew, you know me. I get excited for these games. When it's like 10, 12, 30 games in 30 minutes, I'm like actually looking forward to these games. Even when my team's 9-3, like I start to like feel excited for the games. And then once it started today, like you knew the Dolphins just exposed the Jets defense, scored 2 straight touchdowns, go 14-0 pretty quickly in the first quarter. Knew the game was over. Didn't really have much hope after that. And the Jets, Tyrod Taylor gets hurt with a groin injury. So then comes in Brady Cook, who absolutely stunk up the joint today at MetLife Stadium. He was terrible. There was a reason why this guy went undrafted. And it was just just painful watching this. I don't know why I didn't turn on red zone quicker. It took me to the middle of the fourth quarter to turn on red zone. I don't know why it took me so long to do so. But I highly regret that. I wasted 2.5 hours of my life watching Brady Cook play quarterback for my team, and I'll never get those back. And I'm going to regret that for the rest of my life.
John, I think we could pull up a clip. I mean, we'll have our person. We'll have the
the receipts are there. And it's really not too long ago either.
Yeah, we'll have the jet pulled up, but it was you calling for Brady Cook to start. I think we're done with that. I think we're past those days. Yeah, I mean the list. It's just another name to add to the list for Jets quarterbacks that received
immortality. Jets quarterbacks over the past since Joe Namath add to that list. Brady Cook, probably one of the worst names on that list. But it's still a fun name. It's gonna be hey, Brady Cook is going to be a trivia question one day. So keep that name in your head.
Brady Cook. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, from the sounds, I didn't get a chance to watch. I mean, I don't regret not watching it. Sounds like it was a slog. The Dolphins, by the way, they've won 4 or 5 in a row at this point.
Yeah.
Look out for them because your team that's hot. They have an easy schedule the rest of the way. John Gruden said 4 weeks ago that when the Dolphins had 2 wins, he said, "I'm looking at this schedule.
Mm-hmm.
If the Dolphins beat the Bills, they may go on to." He said they may go on to make the playoffs. They've beaten the Bills, they've beaten the Commanders, they've beaten the Saints, they've beaten the Jets, and now what they have left, they have the 4-9 Bengals, they have the Buccaneers who aren't great, they have the Steelers who are beatable. I mean, that could be a close game. And then they have the Patriots, and that's tough. But it's not the hardest schedule. It's not an easy schedule. No. You're a team with momentum now.
Yeah, and you're in an AFC where there's some teams that are dropping off. You have the Colts that could lose out. That's definitely a possibility after Daniel Jones just went down today with the Achilles tear. Really unfortunate news for Daniel Jones, Matthew. I mean, this guy had a really good year.
Yeah, sure.
The Colts are rolling. Just really feel sorry for the kid because it seemed like he really found a good spot for him to thrive. He had a really good year. I mean, he was in the MVP conversation early on in the year. That kind of dwindled down here as he kind of came back to the earth a little bit, but was still having a pretty good season, winning games. Just unfortunate news for Daniel Jones. Speedy recovery to him. But you have teams in the AFC really dropping off. And yes, if they win out, they're going to need some help. But I think if they get to 10 wins, they probably would make it, right? They still have four games to do it. And especially, but Matthew, you had the last game. You mentioned the Patriots on their schedule. Patriots are the best team in the AFC, but that last game, they can have the number 1 seed locked up and they'd be resting their players.
Yeah, so I would say likely it's possible, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's happened before. Eagles did it last year. I'm telling you, they got the Patriots. That's a very favorable spot to get the Patriots if you're the Dolphins. So, yes, it's doable. But, I mean, one loss ends it all. You have the Steelers on Monday Night Football next week. The Dolphins do. And I could certainly see that. I think the Steelers are at home. I could certainly see the Steelers winning that game, ending the Dolphins' hopes.
Yep.
But you never know, Matthew. They made it interesting. Good for Mike McDaniel. His job was kind of on the line. He was kind of on the hot seat when they started out 1-7, I believe it was. So good for him. I think he's a pretty good coach. I just think that he has a really bad quarterback. I think Tua. I think that's what's going to get them. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs because I think Tua is going to make some bad. I think it's going to eventually catch up to them because I don't think he's a great.
Yeah,
he's not a good quarterback in my opinion. I think he makes. I mean, he could have had 3 picks today. The Jets, Matthew. The Jets still do not have an interception this season, which is just so crazy to me. How is that even possible? Yeah. I mean, you have teams. I saw a stat today. The Jets have 0 interceptions. There has been, I think I read it correctly. I think there's been 500 total interceptions this year in the NFL, and the Jets don't have 1 of them.
Whoa.
Just absolutely insane stuff. Just mind-blowing stuff. I don't know how that's possible, but Matthew, with the New York Jets, anything's possible. We know this.
That can't be right. There are 500 interceptions. I mean,
it might have been. It was either 2. No, I think there was. It was like 250. Maybe I'm double. I don't know. I saw the number. They put it on the broadcast today. I'm trying to remember it. I clearly don't have a photographic memory. I think it was like 250 around. It was some crazy number.
Right. Each team's thrown an average, maybe 9 interceptions. That sounds right. 8.
Yeah, maybe it was 250. But the Jets had, I don't know. I think it was whatever it was. Jets don't have 1. It's embarrassing. But what I will say this about going back to Tua and the Dolphins, I think it's going to catch up to them. I don't think he's a great quarterback. And I just think that it's been interesting. Mike McDaniel, I don't know if he saved his job by getting him.
He saved his job for the next year.
So yeah, I think he might have, which is good for him. Good for him. I just think that the Tua situation is really bad because I think if they cut him, they have to eat like $50 million in cap space. So that's probably not something that they're going to look to do because it probably wouldn't even be worth it. You kind of stuck with Tua.
Look, I don't think Tua's good, but I don't think you need to necessarily cut him. Like, I just think you have to look to move on, like at the next possible moment. But I don't know if you need to cut him.
It's going to be at least.
I mean, look, I think it's not a good roster. I mean, like they have A-Chain and they have Waddle. We don't think Tua is good. The defense isn't good, so it's like they're not doing the worst job. Like he's doing an okay job. I know he was on the firing line, but
I think he's a good coach. I think he's a. You see the offense today, and the offense over the past couple of weeks. I mean, they're averaging 150 yards of rushing yards every single week. The past 6 weeks, I think it was. Tua's looks serviceable. I mean, I think Mike McDaniel gets the best out of his players. I think he's a pretty solid coach. And Matthew, I got to be honest with you. If the Dolphins do end up firing him, if I'm the Giants, I would definitely look into him. I think he's a great coach. Yeah, I mean, look, he's a Shanahan disciple, and that tree's been pretty good.
Which means he's a Gruden disciple, FYI.
Yeah. You know that Matthew's big on that. Anybody that comes from Shanahan directly is connected to Gruden, which it makes sense.
Shanahan, McVay, I'll name them all. Tomlin, all these guys.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And look, John Gruden, maybe he gave maybe he went to the Dolphins locker room one day during practice and gave a internet invitational-esque speech that got them going, got the boys fired up and saved their season. You never really know what happened, Matthew. I mean, look, desperate times call for desperate measures, and maybe Mike McDaniel had John Gruden in one day. Who knows? That would be the smart move. I wouldn't blame him wouldn't blame McDaniel if he did, but something happened with the Dolphins where their offense really has gotten better over the past couple. I mean, just like over the past 10 weeks, just crazy turnaround. And we'll see what happens there. But going back to the Jets, the defense was terrible today. I think gave up 21 points in the first half. Kind of settled in there in the second half a little bit, which was nice to see. But just their offense could not move the ball today. And the defense ended up being on the field pretty much for the majority. I think the possession was like 40 minutes to 20 minutes, maybe something like that. Yeah. So it's kind of hard for your defense to, play good when your offense cannot get a first down. Jets didn't get a first down until like the 2-minute warning. I think it was that bad, Matthew. I mean, it was embarrassing. And just like for me, it's like for the Jets season, once they're out of the playoff running, like you just want to look and see Aaron Glenn's first year. You want to evaluate him. And today it's just like kind of like an incomplete score because they didn't have a quarterback. I really can't. There's not much I can really say about him other than the team. Did they play hard today? Maybe. I really can't get a good grasp. My opinions on Aaron Glenn haven't changed because of this game. That's all I'll say. Like whatever. It's like
you Brady Cook quarterback, and then you traded away your two best defensive players. So
this game's like a wash.
Yeah, I agree with that. I have a question. I'm looking at the box score. Jets give up 6 sacks. Is that Brady Cook or is that like a legitimate concern?
It was Brady Cook. Okay. Yeah, I think it was. He would step up in the pocket, and the Dolphins had some good stunt moves with Bradley Chubb. He was kind of dominating in this game. So it was maybe a couple, maybe not as great. Jets have been having, they've had some good pass protection from their offensive line this year. So maybe today they took a step back from that. That certainly could have been the case. But to me, I saw it a lot of it. The quarterback holding onto the ball too long, and I saw a lot of good stunts from the Dolphins defense that kind of fooled their offensive line a little bit.
Yeah. Well, maybe he learned from the best. Justin Fields held on to that ball for a long time.
Brutal.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know. There's much to take away. Like this defense, I'm no longer familiar with many of the guys that are listed.
Me neither. Yeah. No, I'm not.
It's getting pretty random.
It is.
I thought isn't Khalil Herbert a running back? He was the 10th leading tackler today.
Yeah. Is he a running back? I don't even Matthew. He's not a running back. Khalil Herbert, no. He's like
he's a running back.
Is he?
He must have had 2 special teams tackles. Nonetheless, 10th leading tackle with 2 tackles, Khalil Herbert.
Yeah, he's a special teams player. Yeah, that's what it is. But let me tell you what. The Jets have the best special teams unit, I think, in the NFL. Another punt return touchdown today for Williams. Their punter, McNamara, is phenomenal. The guy always, hits it high, good air time, always pins a team at least inside the 20. Guy's phenomenal. He's been awesome. And Nick Folk only has missed 1 field goal all year. So the Jets, at least you could take one positive from this year, is having a great special teams unit. And I would extend the special teams coach for another 5 years. The guy's phenomenal.
Yeah, 72-yard punt from McNamara today.
He's awesome.
He's awesome. 2 touchbacks.
Yeah, and it really wasn't his fault. Like the guy just didn't get there. Like the guy, so one of them was a guy, he had them pinned down, but his foot, he didn't establish. The rule is like, say the guy, the gunner, goes into the end zone. He has to establish 2 feet back into not being in the end zone. The guy just like had 1 foot. It was like 1 foot instead of it was a bad play. It shouldn't have been a touchback. They should have pinned them down at the 1. And just the gunner made a bad play on that one. That was 1 touchback.
Okay.
Weird rule.
Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else to really take away. It's like a bad.
Another thing is, the streak, like you see the banner over here, Jet streak extended. I always used to say no playoffs in second grade, and now I recently found out, I did the math. It's actually been since first grade. So it's gotten worse. I'm about to enter into grad school this summer. So no playoffs from first grade to grad school and college. That is wild. That's just crazy to me. I've had pretty much my whole educational career since the last time the Jets have made the playoffs. Wild stuff. And just embarrassing. 15 years, Matthew, the longest drought in all professional sports. And, just another year of misery. I mean, this is not a surprise. We knew they weren't going to make the playoffs 8 weeks ago, but now it's official. Now that when it's official and you see that graphic posted on Instagram, it stings a little more for sure.
Mm-hmm. I didn't realize Allen Lazard was having such a great year, 64 yards on the year.
Yeah, he's like, look, Matthew Lazarus, man, he rose from the dead this week. But Allen Lazard is really, I don't know why he's still on the team. He's like a waste of a roster space. The thing with him is they're paying him too much money where you're not going to have a situation where a team's going to pick him up. He's just making way too much money. And they're probably going to cut him next season because I think maybe he has maybe 1 year left of it. I think he signed a 3-year deal 2 years ago. So I think he won't be a Jet for much longer. But yeah, it's like a waste of roster space and whatever. That guy could kick rocks. He's the worst. Just one of the worst free agent signings the Jets have had probably ever.
Yeah, that was
Le'Veon Bell's a close second.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think let's move on from the Jets. There's just not much to say. Yeah. Let's go into our Christmas icons draft. A little random, a special.
Not random at all. No. It's Matthew, December 7th. It's the second week of Advent, closing on Christmas. So I don't think it's random at all. I think it's just us, getting in that holiday spirit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is going to be a Christmas icons draft. This is from any Christmas movie. You could pick a character. We're going to post the results of our draft on. There's no overlap allowed. Let's go with. Post each top 5 on the Instagram. We'll see which gets more votes. That'll be the winner. You could pull from any Christmas movie, any character from any Christmas movie. It could be a random character that you like. Okay. I think we have a few, and we have a few icons as well.
Yeah, I think the fair way is to maybe have Siri flip a coin to see who goes first.
Yeah, you can flip it.
Are we going to do like a snake draft where the person that goes first?
No.
Picks? We're not just going to do back to back. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let me just see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me flip a coin here. I'll have Google do. What do you call something?
Tails.
It is Tails. You get the first pick. I know who you're going to pick too.
Well, no, I'm not going to pick.
No, I know. No, it's not that person. Somebody else.
What?
Go ahead. You pick first.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do it.
Yeah, my first overall pick. I think my favorite Christmas movie. I'm gonna go Kevin Home Alone. I think that's.
I knew it. Yeah, that's. Yeah. I'm in trouble. I'm in
Kevin McAllister. Kevin McAllister.
Good pick. No, great
Home
pick.
Alone. Great. I mean, look, the beauty about picking somebody like Kevin, just to offer the analysis here, the sports analysis, is that I get 2 movies out of it. I get Home Alone 1, and I cover Home Alone 2 with it. So it's like a double whammy.
And by the way, 2 is way better.
I like the original. I like 1. I think 2's great.
New York's the best one.
Yeah, it hits different when it's you're from New York.
That's the best
one. Kevin's a great character. I mean, there are a lot of great characters in that movie. Maybe some others will be picked, but Kevin's the classic. I mean, that's the go-to. It's like Christmas season when you're going to watch Home Alone. You don't age out that movie. Yeah, great picture. Great picture.
Yeah, great. Definitely one of the best pictures we've ever seen. My pick, I'm going Buddy the Elf. I think that's a pretty good pick there. I mean, if not for Home Alone, I think Home Alone's number 1, and then Elf is number 2 for me when it comes to movies. Just a great character. Nothing really has to be said about it. He's just like great. I mean, Will Ferrell's one of my favorite actors, so that definitely plays a role in it. So yeah, Buddy the Elf is my first pick here. So we have Kevin from Home Alone, and then Buddy the Elf from Elf.
Yeah. Okay. 2. I'm gonna go the Grinch. We're gonna go with the Grinch at 2.
This bang job.
No, the Grinch at 2. I mean, I think the Grinch is so pervasive because you have the kids version, like the old
The
animation.
worst one. You could say the
Well,
worst
no,
one.
no, no, that old animation's solid. Have you seen the new
Terrible.
animation? The new animation's
I
really good.
haven't, and I don't really plan on doing because I think
No, I don't
people
plan on
like
it either.
always assume that no, the Jim Carrey Grinch is one of the best movies.
No, I mean,
People that
yeah.
say by the way, people that say the animated one is better, just go kick rocks. You have no
No, it's not better.
cinematic knowledge. I'm sorry. That's not the
No,
better movie.
the animated version is not better, but it's solid. I think that the live action is superb, is what I would say.
Yeah, no, and look, they
Really
did a
superb.
phenomenal job with the makeup too with Jim Carrey. It's just a great
Yeah,
movie.
that's actually a good point. That's a really
The
insightful.
makeup's awesome.
It
It's
is
no CGI, all legit. He did the voice legit. Jim Carrey, that's one of the best performances in a movie I've ever seen by any actor. I don't think that's an overstretch. I think that's pretty
Mhm.
fair. That's a great
Yeah,
performance.
agreed.
So great
All
pick
right,
by you. I'm in trouble.
thank you. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm in some definite trouble here. Oh man, number 2. I'm gonna go Walter Hobbs. I'm going Walter. Two characters from Elf. Walter Hobbs. Um, yeah, give me Walter Hobbs. I think the arc is great that he had.
The orc is
Kinda
basic, is what it is. I'll
no,
tell
the
you what.
arc is phenomenal. He
It's
starts off
basic.
as this, guy who works in this publishing company. He's a complete tool, doesn't care about his family. He's all about the work, and he's willing to work on Christmas Eve. Has this angry I mean, look, his arc is phenomenal. Then realizes, "Oh, well, have a son buddy. He's this great guy." Gets into
Yeah,
the Christmas spirit. His son really I just think the arc is awesome. And he
yeah,
goes from a guy who hates his family to loving his family. And it's all about the Christmas spirit that made it possible. Buddy the Elf makes it possible, and Santa makes it possible. So I think it's
Santa
just a
makes fun.
great arc by Walter Hobbs, and I'm going with him in my second pick.
Yep, that's I want to disagree. I mean, you would have had him at 5 if you wanted him. I just wasn't gonna pick him. So I
No,
think you made
he's a great character.
Buddy the Elf. You had to pick like Grinch, Kevin. Those are like for 1, 2, 3. Those are top quality picks. Walter Hobbs
Yeah.
is like a five spot.
No, I think it's a great pick. I love him.
All right,
He's great.
3. I'm gonna go with Frosty the Snowman. I think. Look, I watched it 2 nights ago. It's not the greatest picture. I have to admit.
Matthew, you can say it. It's an awful picture. I think it's terrible.
It's like a random. It's pretty random. It's 20 minutes long, which I didn't
It's a
realize.
TV episode. It's a TV show episode.
Yeah, it's a
That's what
TV
it
show
is.
episode, but for some reason, I think the character of Frosty Snowman is like transcended. Like for some reason, I don't know. It's interesting. Uh, he's synonymous in many ways with like Christmas time, Frosty Snowman. So I just think that's what makes it iconic. It's not a great picture, yet the character is so widely renowned. So give me Frosty.
Yeah. All right. I'm going with the my next pick. This might be controversial. I'm going with the conductor from Polar Express. Tom Hanks. No, it's not a bad. Why you let? It's a great pick. I think it's a solid pick.
I thought you were going
Um,
with a different character.
Oh, he's coming next, man, and you better not steal him. If you steal him, I'm leaving this room. If you steal him, I'm
I
not
won't
going
steal
on
it. I
top.
won't steal it. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
so
win
I'm
here. This is like you're throwing this at this point.
no, I'm not. No, that's the conductor from Polar. He's an iconic character. The most iconic quote. So, are you coming? That's a great quote. Come on, when he tells that kid with the glasses, his word was listen. That was, I mean, classic stuff. The conductor is awesome. Well, why to the Polar Express? Of course, no. Why to the North Pole? Of course, this is the Polar Express. Great quote. Great
This.
character. I'm winning this draft. I'm steamrolling you right now. Steamrolling you.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, by the way, does he? Can we go with an? Wait, can I just look up? Is he just? Does he have a name, or is he just a
you can say
conductor?
that. That's fine. Yeah.
I don't think he has a name, Matthew. I know it's Tom Hanks. He does like most of the voices. No, just a conductor. All right, that's it.
Okay.
Conductor. That's it.
Yeah. In the 4 spot, we're gonna be putting Rudolph. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. One of my favorites. I know John detests this movie for some
It's just a very outdated picture. I don't like the animation style, the stop motion. I think it's just very as some would say a hard watch. It's hard for the eyes. It's hard
not
for the cornea. It's hard for the cornea to take in. Don't like it. Don't like the stop motion. But you go on with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I think he's an awful. I think he's a very he's a bot. I think he's just like a certified bot, Rudolph. I don't like Rudolph at all. He's a bot.
No, it's a great picture. I think It has a great soundtrack. I mean, you challenged me on this yesterday. Besides Rudolph the
Great
Red-Nosed
song.
Reindeer,
What songs?
well, look, Holly Jolly Christmas is from that. That's a great song.
That's a great.
Uh,
Yeah, that's one.
Silver and Gold, that's a good song. So Silver.
What is? Come on, you know, you made a bad point. It's not a great soundtrack. It's a good.
Yes,
no,
it
there's
is.
one good
No,
song
there's
from the movie.
there's Always
Holly Jolly
Tomorrow. That's a
Christmas,
nice
great
song.
song.
That's
Soundtrack
a
as a
nice
whole,
song.
no, not good.
Yes, it is.
Matthew, Silver and Gold being the second best song on that soundtrack.
No, third best. Rudolph the
No,
Red-Nosed Reindeer, Holly Jolly.
I think that's a bad song.
Silver and Gold. There's Always Tomorrow is a solid song. Like There's Always Tomorrow. That's a great song. Come on now. What about that song? We're a Couple of Misfits. That's a good song.
By the way, the Misfits, that wasn't in the original movie, by the way. Wasn't that a collab in 2004 that they did? The Island of Misfits? Yeah. That was not in the original Rudolph, the 1950s one. No. And in 2004, they actually collabed.
I have to do some research.
There was two different movies, two different
Ernie's
versions.
not in there?
So the first one, I believe, was not the no. So they did a second movie in 2004, I believe it was. I remember that because that was the year I was born. They collabed with the Island of. They did like another movie. It was kind of like the same plot, but then they put in the Island of Misfits. They added that storyline in there. It's just like look at that.
Tell me, Ernie, the dentist, the elf dentist, he wasn't.
I don't think he's in the original movie. No.
We're gonna search this up. I'll search up right now.
Look up. Are there two Rudolphs?
No. Was Ernie the elf in
look up Rudolph.
Original Rudolph?
I don't believe that's. I think there's two versions of the movie.
Yes, the elf who wants to be dentist, commonly called Hermie.
No, but look up the
character of the original 1964 stop motion special Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
No, but the 1964 one did not have the Island of Misfits.
Okay.
Look up that.
The 1964 Rudolph.
See, this is gonna be big for the draft here. This is really this is big.
Yes, the 1964 Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer special featured the Island of Misfit toys.
Then why? But there's two separate movies that came out.
Look, Santa never rescues them, leading to viewer complaints.
Yeah,
the beloved ending where Santa returns for the toys was added 1 year later in 1965.
Yeah. Movie's a fraud. You have to change. The movie is so bad that you have to change it because of people complaining. That's how you know the movie's a fraud, and that's how you know this movie completely it's not even in the conversation for the best Christmas movie. It's terrible. They had to change the plot because of complaints by the viewers. I've never seen that before in my life. That's why the first movie to ever do such a thing. Terrible. This movie's completely. It's just terrible. Just not a good look for you, Matthew. Not a good look.
No.
I know you're going to pick another character from that movie pretty soon here.
Yep.
But not a good look. Movie's a fraud, and it's a terrible picture. Terrible picture. Going into my pick now. Oh, you know what's coming. I'm on my. So I have Buddy the Elf, I have Walter Hobbs, and I have the Conductor. Okay.
Yep.
Number 4. So, do I do it now? Is there any good? I think you know what. For the sake of winning, I'm gonna go with. I gotta look up his name. I haven't really watched this movie in a while. From National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, I'm gonna go with Clark Griswold, played by the great Chevy Chase, and I'm going with him as my fourth Christmas movie character.
I told John, I don't even know who this is.
I mean, it's one of the best. I've watched it. I actually haven't watched it in a while, but it's one of the. A lot of people like it. I think it's gonna be good for my list. So this is like a good play. This is like kind of like picking the best player available in the draft. That's kind of what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
So going with Griswold, the great Griswold, played by the great actor Chevy Chase.
Yeah. So honestly, I have to be honest. Your list has been so bad that I've had so many obvious picks. I've had Kevin, The Grinch, Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph. These are all Christmas staple classics.
Oh, come on. Frosty the Snowman is a terrible character. I don't want to hear it. You might win the top 5 if you have a bunch of preschoolers voting for your list.
No, these are all like icons. These are icons.
Not icon.
So
nope,
honestly, I have people on this list that are that I figured you'd pick one of these people. So now I'm left between either I pick the icon. I'll bring you through the thought process.
By the way, how was my last pick bad? He's a great character.
No, I don't know who this is. Well, I don't know who that is.
Griswold? Come on, look, you better. I mean, Matthew. He's a great. I'm telling you right now, I picked the best available, and it's going to do wonders for my list. This pick, It's a great pick.
So I have a lot of great options left, but among them are icon from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Yukon Cornelius. Everyone knows him.
Yeah, a lot of people know him. I bet.
A lot of people know Yukon Cornelius. We put it to the test in a poll with a large sample size.
Yeah, really. Yeah, staggering 37% of the population.
They know Yukon. Yeah, people. You said 1%. I said 30%. It was better than expected.
Well, guess the sole majority doesn't know him. He's
I won by
irrelevant.
20 points.
That makes him irrelevant.
I won the poll by 22 points, and then also I have George Bailey from It's a Wonderful Life.
George, come on, how is that going to resonate with our audience? Come on, right now, Matthew. That's
I'm bringing you through the thought process.
Get the hell out. I don't even know. I never even watched that movie.
He's available. I'm just saying he's available. He's like a first-round draft pick.
He's like Shedeur Sanders available in the draft. Come on, please. Yeah, you should. Everyone should pass on him.
And then my third I have Ebenezer Scrooge available.
Matthew, I don't even know. What? Say that again? I don't even know what you just said.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
What movie?
A Christmas Carol.
Matthew, who has what? I mean, that is a terrible. No. All right, go ahead, pick him. I hope you pick these guys.
Okay. I think for the sake of you not knowing Ebenezer Scrooge, I'm going to pick Ebenezer Scrooge instead of Yukon Cornelius. Yukon Cornelius, a legend. So is George Bailey. But we're going to go Ebenezer Scrooge.
Now, give me your favorite Ebenezer quote. He's so iconic. Surely there's a quote because all my characters, I could name a quote.
Oh, Bah Humbug. Bah Humbug. Yes, that's Ebenezer Scrooge.
I don't even know what language you just spoke there, but okay.
Bah Humbug. You're uncultured. You're uncultured. You don't like Rudolph. You don't like Frosty.
I don't like old movies. I don't like old pictures. I can't do it.
Do you like The Wizard of Oz?
I think now this is gonna get. I might get absolutely flamed. I think The Wizard of Oz is the most overrated.
Oh my goodness!
I think it's terrible.
What are you talking about?
I think it's so bad. I think it's so cringe. I just can't watch it. I think the acting is terrible. I think what they did with I guess like I could watch the color version because they've done that, and now every time you see it when it's on TV, it's always in the color version. But I think The Wizard of Oz is just not. It doesn't do it for me. It just doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry, it doesn't do it. I'll acknowledge it's a classic. I'll not because obviously they have a Broadway show of it. It's definitely iconic. I won't deny that, but for me, it doesn't do it personally. It doesn't do it for me. No. Sorry.
I think that's a terrible take.
Not saying it's a bad movie. I'm not saying that. I'm saying other people can enjoy it, and I understand how it's iconic. But for me personally, it just doesn't do it. I'm not entertained.
I think it just highlights your bias against old movies. Is really what I think it does.
No, because for me, it's like I just can't watch movies in black and white. And now that they have the color version, I can watch it. Like it's watchable for me. But I tried to watch it, Matthew, and it just didn't move me. It doesn't move me.
You tried to watch it? You haven't watched The Wizard of Oz?
Well, no, I try to watch it. Like I've watched bits and pieces of it when it's on TV. My family likes it, so they watch it. But I tried to personally I sat down. I said I'm going to watch this movie, and it was about a couple of years ago. I couldn't make it through.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I couldn't.
It's an entertaining movie, at least. That's ridiculous. It's at least an entertaining movie.
Not for me.
No, it's universal.
I understand I'm in the minority. I'm not trying to make start an argument here. That's a bad.
I think you should lose just for that. That's what I think.
It's not a Christmas movie, so I'm not going to get flamed for that.
I mean,
I probably still would get flamed for the sake, but whatever.
Okay, make your fifth pick. Make your fifth pick.
I'm going with the iconic, the Cup of Joe guy from the Polar Express. People call him the hobo. I think that's very discriminatory. I think that's not great. That's not a great name for him. I think
that's what you want.
He's more than a homeless person. The Cup of Joe guy. His iconic laugh after he says, "I'm looking for my lady friend. She lost her ticket." He goes, "Ain't we all, pal?" And that's an iconic quote. Going with the guy at number 5. I think this is the steal of draft, Matthew. This is the Tom Brady in the 6th round type of steal that I'm getting with the Cup of Joe guy, Polar Express. Love him. And by the way, Tom Hanks did do his voice. So, I think he did all the voices in the movie, right?
I think he did. Yeah.
That's by the way, that's incredible.
Voices. I think he did every.
He might be on that Epstein list, but he was a phenomenal voice actor, Tom Hanks, and an actor too.
So I'm just clarifying. You want me to put? He's going to be in the Instagram Cup of Joe guy.
Yeah, you're gonna put his picture too.
I don't know. There's no pictures in this.
Yes, there is. Matthew, it's a graphic on Instagram. We're gonna put all the pictures. Yeah, it's gonna look nice. I'm gonna do it.
Oh, you're gonna be in charge.
I'm gonna do. Yeah, look, I have all the time in the world now. I'm done with my semester. I have all the
Yeah,
time.
that's
I
right.
have nothing but time. So yeah, I'll do it.
Great. Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we go back to back drafts?
Yeah. So wait. Are you done with the list? You have 5.
Yeah.
So let's name them again. So I have Buddy the Elf. I have Walter Hobbs. I have the Conductor, Polar Express. I have Griswold from National Vacation, Christmas movie, and I have at number 5. I have the Cup of Joe guy, the famous Cup of Joe. This guy, I think honestly, I should have picked him at 1. He's so good.
Okay.
I love my list. I think it's gonna win by a landslide.
Okay. I have Kevin McAllister, The Grinch, Frosty Snowman, Rudolph, Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yeah, Ebenezer's really. I think he's gonna bang you at the end of the day. I think he's gonna bang you. I think that's a bang job of it. I'll tell you. I think you had a strong draft up until Ebenezer. However you say his name, I don't even know how to say his name. I can't pronounce it correctly because it's so stupid. That's why.
Well, it was Ebenezer or Cornelius. That was who we were down to.
All right. Look, I mean, I didn't even know that was a name. How do you say it? Ebenezer.
Ebenezer.
Ebenezer. What a stupid Ebenezer. What a stupid name.
Well, you got to do some homework.
By the way, if somebody names their kid Ebenezer, that kid is going to be the most bullied kid you'll ever see. That kid, I feel so bad for anybody out there that's watching this podcast and your name is Ebenezer. My prayers are going towards you because that's definitely
he's a bad guy, John.
That's a really look, but it could still be a name, Matthew. People watch these movies and they get inspired by these characters. Who knows?
Consider Ebenezer, maybe Ebenezer and Yukon, my 2 kids.
I think if you told your wife, "I want to name our kid Ebenezer," she would probably smack you.
I think I'm gonna name. That's what I think. I'm gonna name my 2 kids Ebenezer and Yukon. This would be 2 kids.
Yukon
for Cornelius.
By the way, Cornelius, another horrific name. It's the reason why Cornelius is the reason why it's an outdated name now because it's so bad. Cornelius, imagine getting banged so hard. Your parents name you Cornelius. That is the ultimate bang job. Let's just Matthew, you agree with that, right? Cornelius is a really bad name.
It's Yukon and no.
Cornelius, come here. Supper's ready, Cornelius. Supper's ready. Get the hell out of here. That's what I think of. Just like a British family. Cornelius, come in.
I feel like it's a black.
Come hit that Cornelius.
Honestly, it may have revived itself. That name is like a more hood name.
You know what? It could be. Yeah, you could be right. Could be right.
Cornelius.
You could have made a big comeback, Cornelius. Could be a big comeback for the name.
Cornelius, Ebenezer, my 2 kids.
Yeah. Well, I feel bad for your kids. They're gonna get bullied like no other.
We'll put it to the test. We'll see.
It's a good social experiment.
It is. All right, we're gonna move into our second draft. Back-to-back drafts.
Another fun one.
This is why this is a stacked episode. Rangers best.
By the way, do you have the list written down? The Christmas movie. I didn't write any of it down.
Yeah, I do. I have it written down.
All right, good.
So Rangers best playoff moments. Yeah, we did something similar like this. We did our best overall New York sports moments, and a lot of Rangers playoff moments ended up in there. But this is going to be strictly Rangers playoff moments. So
these are playoffs. These are playoff moments when we've been alive, not like the 1994.
Oh yeah, not like 1994.
Yeah, you can't pick Messier's goal in whatever game. No, you can't. We weren't alive for that.
It ends up being 2012 beyond is what it ends up being.
Pretty much, yeah, yeah. When we had our memory firing. Not when we're like a toddler. We can't pick a moment when we're like 3 years old because clearly we were playing with Legos, not watching the Rangers game. So that'll be a fraudulent pick.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm fine with giving you the first overall pick because I had it last time.
All right. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. All right. I mean, there's just so many like obvious ones to pick.
Yeah.
But for me, all right, I'm gonna go with this one first. I'll go with the St. Louis overtime goal versus the Canadiens game 4.
Yeah, that's great.
Eastern Conference Finals to go up. It brought up the Rangers 3-1 in the series. Me and Matthew were both at this game. Both actually met after this game. Great moment for Marty St. Louis. I mean, Marty St. Louis had a great playoff run, and hopefully, I'm hoping to get another moment that he had during this run later in the draft. But this is a big playoff, just a big goal. You knew after he scored this goal, like you knew the Rangers were going to make the finals. Like it was pretty much over. The series was over. So I'm going to go with that for my number one pick.
Yeah, I like the also in person for this one. Backs against the wall. I think down 3-1, if I remember correctly. 2015 Capitals. Kreider scores. They're down 1 goal in the third period. Kreider scores, minute left, plus McDonough overtime goal. So great game was also there. I feel like I get the benefit. I mean, there's another game like that I'm also hoping to get to, but you get the tying goal in the third and the overtime goal, both at home. Electric moments, staying alive. End up. I wish they did more. In 2015, they had a really good team. But yeah, so
that was a good
round two, there. Right? Round two sent to
Yeah, that was the second round, game 5.
Capitals.
Yep. Great pick there. Really great pick. I was at that game as well. Great pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was Kreider and then McDonough in overtime, right?
Yep.
This was great pick. My second pick, I'm gonna go the Dominic Moore goal in Game 6 against the Canadiens in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Mm-hmm.
That was a game-winning goal that sent the Rangers to the finals. They won that game. I believe it was 1-0. They won that game actually.
Yeah.
And that was just a great moment. Dominic Moore, great fourth line player. That fourth line was awesome with Boyle and Moore. They really provided a spark for the team. That goal, I mean, when you watch that goal back, I mean, that the Garden just erupts when that puck goes in. Obviously, you have Doc Emrick on the call, Matthew. That makes things a whole lot better when you have him on the call. It makes it so much more exciting. Miss those days. I think all these moments are going to come with Doc Emrick on the call. I might have maybe a moment in there with 2022. Maybe I'll mix one in. But for me, it's like the moments are just so much better when you have Doc Emrick on the call.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, he had a great call for this one. And sent the Rangers to the finals. I unfortunately wasn't at that game. My brother and sister were at that game.
I was,
but good for them. They saw a great game. Were you at that game?
Yes.
Yeah, it's awesome. I like when they don't do that anymore where they have the confetti that comes down.
Oh, the streamers. I was considering doing that as a moment, not even like the Dominic Moore goal, like
just them winning the conference finals. Yeah, that would be a good moment. You can still pick that. But yeah, I'm going with that for my second.
Yeah. Another game. I don't know. I'll save this one for now. Let's do.
Like, there's so many moments. We could do like top 10. There's so many moments.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I'm gonna do this. I think this is a great moment. It's a little fraudulent of me to pick. I do remember being there. I don't remember it that vividly. 2012, I was at it. 2012, Brad Richards ties it, 5 seconds left or whatever, and then Mark Stahl wins it overtime. Same thing, same formula. It's a formula that works. That was also against the Capitals, right? Yeah, Capitals.
That was against the Capitals. Correct. That was Game 5. Game 5, they went up 3-2.
Yeah. So that was a great moment also.
Great pick there. With 6.6 to go, that was awesome. Yeah. I actually had that on my list. I'm gonna go. There's like so many. I have to pick this one. I'm gonna go with the Marty St. Louis Mother's Day goal against the Penguins. Just like, I mean, it's not like obviously wasn't like the biggest goal. Obviously, we're gonna have way bigger goals on our list than that. But that would to me, it's just like every time I watch that, it's hard not to shed a tear. I mean, his mother dies three days prior to him scoring that goal. It's on Mother's Day. It's the first goal of the game. Rangers are down the series 3-2. They end up winning that series. Just like a great. I mean, he has that post-game speech afterwards where he gives the Broadway hat to everyone on the team. I don't know if you remember that, Matthew. That Marty St. Louis, I just love the guy. He's honestly one of my favorite Rangers of all time. I know he was only really on the team for 2 years there, and he was kind of washed up the next year. But just that run, he was just so big for the team. Just him playing. I mean, he really didn't have to play. His mom dies 3 days, and he plays the game and he scores. Just like a great story. If anybody hasn't watched that goal, I strongly recommend you going on YouTube, searching up that goal, and watching both the Doc Emrick call and the Bob Cole, I think his name was on TSN. TSN. He recently passed away. He had a great call on that as well. So I have to have that go on my list. It's one of my favorite goals. So I have that as my third pick.
Yeah. I would say I'll go the best. Probably, yeah. I'll go Stepan 2015 overtime 7 against the Capitals. I'm surprised. I feel like that might be better than the Kreider McDonough moment or the Richard Stahl moment. Just Game 7, better than the first round. Obviously, it's second round. So home was also there. It was a lot of these. Grateful that I was. Great moments, formative memories. A lot of these. But some of my earliest memories too, the 2012 playoff run, or some of my earliest memories. Yeah, so Stepan Game 7, 2015 Capitals overtime.
I'm going. All right, this is gonna be a little bit of a wild card. I think I actually did. I think I picked this goal for when we did the other lists when it was like the top sports moments, not even just playoffs. I think I picked this goal as well.
Mhm.
I'm going with the Chris Kreider goal, Game 7 against the Penguins, the first goal they scored. Because I think I'll explain the story.
You
Again.
love this goal, yeah.
I just love the goal because I just remember being at the. We were actually me and Matthew were both fortunate enough
Yeah.
again to make this game. And Kreider, that goal goes in. It was a 2-on-1. Zibanejad passes it to Kreider. He goes top shelf, scores a goal. And I just couldn't hear. That was the first time I was at the Rangers game. I couldn't hear the goal horn. I seriously, like, I just remember I could not hear the goal horn. The place just lifted up. I don't know if you remember. I think that was actually louder than the Panarin overtime goal. And just everyone was ready to go. It was Game 7. Rangers were looking to come back from 3-1 series deficit. He scores that goal, and you have like everyone in the building had a sense of like belief that okay, we're gonna win this thing. And just like I get really like emotional just talking about it. Like I just couldn't hear the goal horn. It was just unbelievable. It was just like you watch that back. It's just like I remember. I think the guy on TSN had the call. He goes, "Now the Garden's going now," and it just couldn't be more true. That goal was really. I'll remember that goal for the rest of my life. That was the loudest I've ever heard the Garden. Seriously,
okay.
Honestly, God.
I'll take from the same game. I'll take the Panarin game set. I'll take the Panarin.
Yeah, I mean that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. The Kreider goal is cool, but like the Panarin goal did so much.
No, the moment wasn't that big. I just feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just to me, I couldn't hear the goal. Like I've never experienced that before.
One of my favorite parts of the game was when the Penguins scored, but like it barely crossed the goal line.
And you hear the beep,
for 3 more minutes.
You
heard like a beep, beep.
Yeah. You're like, shit, it went in.
Yeah. That was a funny moment. But yeah, I'll take the Panarin. I thought the Panarin goal was extremely loud. I don't have the goal on video, but I got the goal celebration on video.
Yes, I remember that video. Yeah, that was a great video.
And like I'm shouting the goal. You never realize how loud you are in the camera until like after it comes out.
And then it's. And by the way, that intro, the Baba, that Game 7, that was the best intro. Everyone got up out of their seats and started waving that towel. Oh my!
Yeah, I have that video too. That's awesome.
Oh my! That was just like, oh my god! That game was probably the best Rangers game I've been to.
Yeah, great game.
Definitely top 3. That was unreal
for a young team that we thought was entering a window.
Down 3-1, Matthew. Down 3-1. You thought it was dead. I mean, actually, in Game 5, they were down 3-1. Game 5, they were down in that game 2-0, and it was late in the second period. Then Fox scores, opens the floodgates. Trouba scores that goal. Lafreniere scores. Then Hedl scores in the third period. Do you remember that game? Game 5.
Yeah.
That was a great. I mean, you thought it was over, and that was a great run.
The Domingue game 6, the Kreider goal.
That's right. See, the Rangers, they were really lucky to win that game. They got dominated that game.
Yeah.
I think the shots were like 40-19, maybe. I don't even know if the Rangers got 20 shots. They were dominating that game. That was a lucky goal. But you know what? Sometimes in hockey, you need to rather be lucky than good. Sometimes in hockey, and the Rangers certainly benefited from that. But that was 2022 run was just so great. I don't even think the 2024
game won that series. I was at the game. The game 1 went on a school night. Went to like 2 a.m. The triple overtime.
You're right. Yes, the triple overtime. Yep, you're right. I actually had an AP bio test the next day, and I stayed up.
Okay.
I stayed up. Oh, I stayed up. I don't care.
I know you stayed up. I didn't know you were there, and I was there. It was terrible.
Yeah. Oh, Dean was there. I wasn't at the game. I remember staying up. Dean was there with his wife Jessica, and they saw. I mean, that sucks when you go to the game, triple overtime, and they end up losing. And they play that New York hustle. That's the worst. That's nightmarish type shit.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, you're 5th.
All right. I'm on number 4. Am I? Or number?
No, you're on your 5th. You have St. Louis, Dominic Moore, St. Louis, Chris Kreider.
Yeah, and you picked the Panarin. So we have both the Game 7 goals already off the board. All right. It's a tough one. There's a lot of moments out there that I could really go with here. It's gonna be tough for me. Man, I have to get to the drawing board here and really just. I'm gonna go with. Damn, this is really tough. There's a lot of Damn. I guess I could do this. I already had one from that game. I was thinking of doing the Lundqvist save. That's definitely a good one. Game 6, the pad save.
I mean, you could do it.
I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do the Gabrick triple overtime.
Gabrick. Yeah.
Triple overtime against the Capitals. It was. I actually have in my notes here. That was the second round,
2011 or
and
2012?
2012. Second round to go up 2-1 in the series against the Capitals. Triple overtime goal. I remember watching this game very vividly, actually. I remember watching my dad was asleep on the couch. Me and my brother were watching the game. We were trying to be quiet, but once that puck went in, we shouted, Rangers won, Rangers won. My dad gets up. He's like, oh, they won. We're like, yeah, Gabrick scored. I just remember that moment. And it was just a Doc Emrick score. It's Gabrick. That's just like great moment. I mean, it wasn't that big of a goal. I mean, it was the series 1-1 at that point, but I feel like that was like a very memorable goal for me personally.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go with Gabrick triple overtime.
Yeah, I didn't stay up for that game. I remember walking to school the next day with my dad, and I was asking my dad about the game. He's like, "Yeah, I went to 3 overtimes and everything."
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
fine. I didn't stay up. Was too young.
Too young. Yeah.
I will go. You were pondering it. I mean, my list would be incomplete without like something Lundqvist related. So
Yeah,
I'll go the twirling save. I mean they're like Lundqvist was my hero, and then watching my hero like make that save on the biggest on the game that they went to the finals on as like a young kid was like deeply formative. I don't want to get too philosophical about that save.
No, really no. I even thinking about it just makes me. I mean, that is an incredible save. It really was.
Yeah, I mean Dan Girardi. These guys were like klutzes to Girardi.
He was a traffic cone, as they would call it.
And like it was so Dan Girardi and like Ryan McDonough for like these to like deflect it in a way that made it even more difficult to save. But like Lundqvist coming through, so I'll go the Lundqvist twirling save.
Yeah, great pick there. I think we both have really good lists. I think it's gonna be very close. This one, I think the Christmas movie. I'll admit, I think you got me, but I think this one's gonna be pretty
hand up. Where's the hand up?
No hand up. The vote hasn't happened yet.
Because throwing the white towel, it's over. I think.
No, it's not over. Because I think a lot of people out there that are going to be voting love the Polar Express movie. I think they like Elf. So I think those two characters could really.
That's the thing. You really have to be big.
It's definitely going all in on
Polar Express plus Elf guy. But you know the thing is, what you're not accounting for is if you love the Polar Express, you probably like Frosty Snowman and Rudolph too.
Yes and no. I feel like a lot of people have the Polar Express and Elf as their top Christmas movies. And if I have a lot of people voting that have those top two, I have two from each movie. So if those are two of your favorite movies, I think there's a chance they vote for me.
But you tell me they don't like Home Alone or The Grinch. Like I also have those.
I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying
I have those in the rat. That's the rabbit in the hat. I pulled those out last minute.
Yeah, no, look, I think your list is probably overall better, but I think I still have a fighting chance, but definitely not a good chance. It's not likely, but I have a fighting chance. I think.
Okay.
We'll see though.
We'll see.
But
yeah,
I think the Rangers list are I think it's very close. I think it's second.
It's a lot of great moments. It's a lot of great moments.
We did pretty good with that, I think.
Yeah, I think we covered like a lot of the best moments too. I mean, I don't know what else. What else are we really missing? Like I remember the streamers coming down. I thought about Kreider natural hat trick, Game 6, 2020.
Oh, see that? Yeah, that was Probably should have thought of that one.
It's it was just a way. That was really the problem.
And you know what? And you thought it was going to Game 7 because they were down 2-0 in that game as well, and they came alive. Yeah. That's a great. Yeah, you're right. It's a good call out. There has to be a couple more, right?
No, there's some overtime winners in 2014 that we missed too in the first two rounds.
Ones?
Was there not something?
Against the Penguins. Brassard, I think, won it Game 1 on the road. I think we missed we could have had Carcillo's goal in Game 5 against the Flyers, in Game 7 against the Flyers. Hagelin winning the series against the Penguins, Game 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was 2015. That was an overtime winner to win the series.
Also 2012 coming back against the Bruins. That was a good series.
No, not really. Didn't we lose? Oh no, against the Bruins. Yeah. No, did we win against the Bruins?
We beat the Bruins and we lost to the Devils.
You're right. I'm thinking about. I think the next year, then we lost the Bruins 4-1. I think in 5, right? That was
I don't think
Kreider scored overtime goal in Game 4. We were down 3-0.
Did they beat the Bruins in 2012? Maybe they didn't. You're right. They beat the Capitals.
I don't think the Rangers have beaten the Bruins in the playoffs.
Rangers 2012 playoffs.
No, they beat the Capitals. I think, Matthew.
No, that was the second round. Who they beat the first round?
First round. Penguins, maybe.
I gotta look.
Who they beat in the
Rangers 2012.
They lost the Devils, right, in the third round.
Yeah, that's I remember that.
2013, they lost against the Bruins. They lost that series in 5. Kreider scored a goal in Game 4 to keep the series alive. I remember.
Schedule and results. This has got to be it.
I don't. You could be right.
No, I'm not claiming to be right. Senators.
That was it. Yeah, that was it. Okay. Yeah.
Senators. Yeah. Do they have any overtime wins? They did not. They had 2 overtime losses. Then they had 3 overtime win. Right, Gabrick.
Gabrick,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, and then they had
Wait, they
the
had 3 overtime
North
losses
Pole.
against the Senators?
They had 2 overtime losses against the Senators.
That's brutal. Holy
Game
shit.
went it
Might be
went
the
7
King no, the
games. It went
Kings in
7 games
2014, that was 3. They had 3 overtime losses, right?
against what, the Kings?
The Kings, right? That was 3 overtime losses.
Yeah, 3
And
overtime losses.
5, and 2, I think.
1 Yeah, that's right.
1,
Yeah.
2, and 5. I mean, that's just, like, so bad because
I went to the
game
worst
1
I went to game 4, actually. I saw the win. I saw a win that
that's
series.
good. Wasn't that the game 4 was when the puck stopped because it was, like, snow, there was snow, and the puck was gonna cross the line for
I
the
think
Kings to
that's
tie the
right.
game? It stopped because there was snow. The ice was so choppy, and the puck stopped on the red line.
Yeah, it was good.
Unreal.
Uh,
They won that game 1-0, right?
did they?
I think they did, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Look at the playoffs. Yeah, 2013, they beat the Capitals, then they lose to the Bruins.
Yeah. No, Bruins, they lost in 5, I remember that. That was bad. They got dominated in that series. That wasn't even
Yeah,
close.
yeah. They had overtime win. They did have an overtime win.
They did?
Yeah,
No,
I knew
Kreider. That's what I said, Kreider in game
Okay.
4. Yeah.
Right, okay.
That's not a great moment, though. In my opinion, that's not a great moment.
Any good moments from the Capitals? That they 2 overtime losses against the
Yeah,
Capitals.
I guess the Richards goal in game 7, the power play goal, that was a good one, I remember.
Yeah.
They won
And
game
then
7 against the Capitals on the road, right, that year?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that. They were down
Yeah,
3-1 in that series as well.
2014, you're right, they beat the Flyers, no games in overtime in 7. Penguins in 7, 1 overtime win. That was away. You're right, Brassard.
Brassard in game 1, right?
Yeah, game 1.
I have a
Canadians
I have a crazy memory when it comes to this.
the Canadians just game 6. And then Kings, yeah, 3 games overtime. No, they won game 4, 2-1.
No, Canadians was game 4, St. Louis. That was the only overtime.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you're right. Mhm. And game 6
Game
was
6 was
1-0.
1-0
Yeah.
in
Um,
regulation. Just
yeah,
crazy.
Kings 3 overtime losses, 2 double overtime losses
That's
included.
just like
And
I
then
mean,
game 4 was 1-2-1.
you win one of those overtime games and it's going back to the Garden. I mean, that's how sad it is. I mean, you win one of those games, you have a game
At the
6.
minimum, probably going 7. You
I
win one of
know.
those games.
What a I mean, they coulda that series was closer than it looked. It really was. They coulda won that series. What a shame. I mean, yeah, Lundqvist, the goalie interference call that the NHL admitted they were wrong in the summer. Do you
Yeah.
remember that one? That was in game 1, I believe, or game 2.
Mhm.
I mean, they would've won that game. I I can't watch, like, the 2014 playoff run, that was fun, but once you get to the Stanley Cup final highlights, I just get so disgusted because you see them, they're up 2-0 in game 1, they're up 2-1 in game 2. It's just like they coulda won these games. It was
Mhm.
right there.
Yeah. I think the best run, they made to the finals in 2014 is 15. 4 overtime wins. 2 against the Penguins. What
Oh,
were
and they
those
came
series?
back 3-1. They came back 3-1 twice, right?
Capitals, yeah. No. Penguins,
Just
they were up
one.
3. The
Yeah.
Penguins, they won in
Penguins
4.
was in Hag that was a Hagelin goal.
Hagelin, they had 2 overtime wins, so what was this other one?
What was the other one?
Hagelin to win the series was the second
And
game.
Brassard game 1.
No, the game 4, they had something.
Who?
Just trying to see, what is this?
Game 4, I'm trying to think. I don't remember that overtime goal.
Hayes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Hayes. That was like yeah, I do remember that now. Mhm.
Hayes.
Mhm.
That was away. The Hagelin was at home, was better.
Yeah, no, Hagelin was to win the series. Yeah, I remember
Yeah, and
that.
then they had the 2 games against the Capitals. We could pick both, obviously. I picked both.
Yeah,
Stepan
I
and
don't think we didn't miss many. We really didn't miss many.
yeah.
Pretty much got all of them.
2016, nothing, right?
No. That was
Eliminated first round. 5. Penguins.
they lost to the Senators, right?
Penguins.
Penguins.
17 is Senators.
They won. They beat the Senators in 17, then they lost to the
No, they beat the Canadiens and they
the
lose to
Canadians. That was a Zibanejad goal. That was the other overtime goal that we missed.
Yeah, that was
That's not
away.
really a big one. That's not top 5. That's top 10 maybe.
Yeah, they lost.
Zibanejad
That
overtime.
series was close too. It should have been close. Oh, they could have won that series.
They could have. They definitely could have. They didn't have a great team that year, though.
Overtime loss. But Lundqvist wasn't good that series. Gabe was not good that series.
No, he wasn't. They didn't have a great team.
And then that was it. 18 no playoffs.
18, 19, nothing. 20 was the Hurricanes bubble. That was the worst thing. Worst idea ever. They lost. I think they lost 3-0. Right? It was best of 5.
Yep.
That's terrible. And then
21 nothing.
Then 22. It was a great run.
Obviously, Penguins, Hurricanes, Lightning.
23 Devils game 7, first round.
Yeah. Was that Game 7 in New Jersey?
You were at that game, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, terrible. It was a
They
worse
lost 3-0.
4-0.
Yeah, it was bad. Bad game. Really bad.
Yeah. That was
And,
terrible.
and they were up. They won the first 2 games on the road in that series.
And they won them like 6-0, 5-1 and 5-1.
Then they lose 2 at home. Oh my, just unreal. They lost 2 at home. They won. Then they lost game 5, won game 6, lost game 7. I was actually at game 6 when I think Kreider scored in that game.
As was I. That was a good game.
Yeah, that wasn't a great. I gotta be honest, the crowd wasn't that great that year.
Yeah, it wasn't tops.
Wasn't great.
And in 2024, Capitals, Hurricanes.
That was a good run. That was a fun run.
A few overtime wins, a bunch of home ones.
Yeah, you had the Panthers. You had the
Trocheck, Wenberg.
Trocheck, that's right. Wenberg. That was, I mean, that game, they had no business winning that game against the Panthers. Go up 2-1. They had no business.
The Trocheck one was good. That was a double overtime, right?
That was double overtime against the Hurricanes, right? Yep, that was game
Panarin,
2. And then Panarin getting game 3 on the road.
Yeah.
They were, Matthew, they were 6-0 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Actually, 7-0. 7-0. They started out 7-0.
You're right.
That's freaking wild, man. 7-0 in the. That's just what a great start that is. I mean, that's unreal.
Yeah.
They were almost.
Were we going to go to Florida Game 7? We were going to go, right? Florida Game 7.
Yep.
That sucked too. That was like a devil's moment. I was going to go. To
I think if they win that game in Florida, I think they have a chance. I mean, Florida was the better team. Let's be honest. Florida was the Rangers. They should have lost that series in 5 games. If we're being honest here.
You're right.
Like they weren't the better team, and I'm not really.
No, they got dominated. They got dominated all of those games.
I'm not going to lose sleep over losing that series because we weren't the better team. Florida was. Look, they've been the best team for the past 2 years now. So I mean, it's not really
exactly
upset.
Exactly.
Yeah. So all right, I guess we'll move on. I mean, it's been an hour.
Is there anything else? If you want.
Not really. I mean, enjoying watching the Knicks. The Knicks are. I think they're finally catching their stride.
It's like a nice watch.
It's always a fun watch for the Knicks. Yeah. They're catching their stride. We have the big NBA Cup quarterfinals game on Tuesday.
I really don't care.
No, it's exciting. I think they're going to win. They're playing the Raptors in Toronto. Hopefully they can get it done. I just don't care. Look, if they make it to the finals, a game that doesn't count towards the regular season record, I don't care about. I could care less about that game. But just win until then. I don't care about the finals then. Because then it's just like for the players, because I think they all get $1 million if they win the cup final. So, but I really don't.
And you get a banner. You get the banner.
You get a banner. It's pretty. I'll watch the game. It's pretty. I guess it's pretty cool.
No, I'll watch the game, obviously. But I don't know if I really be that into it.
Matthew, you get a banner. It's not bad.
Yeah, but it's like the President's Trophy. I don't really care about that banner.
I guess like other news is like Giannis. Maybe there's some rumors out there that he might ask out, and that the Knicks are his number 1 destination still. I don't know what your thoughts are, but I think I would do it if you're giving up only Cat. I wouldn't do Cat and Bridges because then you're pretty much blowing up your entire team. I would try to do.
I didn't even give up first-round picks. I would tell them.
No, I would. I mean, I would tell Giannis. Giannis, you want to come to New York? Force your way over, so we only you don't have to give up that much.
Exactly.
I would tell Giannis to force his way over.
Yeah. Well, if he basically, if he says I want to come to New York, Milwaukee has no leverage. He's a no trade, and
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he has to force his way.
And then I tell Milwaukee, you've no leverage. You're going to accept Cat for Town straight up. That's what I say. That's my negotiating tactic.
I would do that
straight up.
But you know what though? Even if it's like Cat and 4 firsts, I don't. We don't draft.
What's a lot of firsts?
I don't get Matthew. If you could win a championship, honestly, I'll be honest here. Would you rather do Bridges or OG? Would you do OG and Bridges rather than Cat?
No.
I just think that
can we get Hart in there?
If you could somehow keep Cat, Brunson, and Giannis, that would be oh my god.
Yeah, I would do it. I would keep OG. I would swap out with Hart if that's possible.
Would you do Bridges and Hart?
Yeah.
I just like how Bridges, and I know it shouldn't be the sticking point in the negotiations with not letting Bridges go, but I like how he's playing this year. I just like he's playing He's honestly, I think he's the early contender for Defensive Player of the Year. He's playing for he has like maybe 30 steals already.
I would be receptive. I would consider a Hart and OG. I think that's fine.
Yeah, I would do that. I think OG actually works because he's making a lot of money. But you have to work out the salaries there. I don't really know how that would work.
No, it would. OG's 40 a year, and Hart is 20, so it's 60.
There you go.
60 coming.
That would work. I would do that. That would be actually pretty good. Because look, I like OG as a player, but he gets hurt a lot. Like he's kind of like a
Yeah, I
liability when it
know. I would
comes
have
to
no
staying
problem with
healthy.
that. That'd
I
be
would have
pretty
no
cool. And
problem.
then honestly, and then OG's power forward, you replace him with Giannis, who's a power forward. So
Oh my,
you're not
yeah. I
missing
mean,
anything.
that's If you could do OG and Hart, I would do that. I mean, that would be if you could keep Cat Brunson and Giannis. I mean, if they would win.
And
I
you're
think they
keeping
would win.
Bridges. And you're
And
keeping
Bridges. I
Bridges.
mean, that
Yeah.
would be a great 4. Bridges as your
And then
4.
you start
Now,
Deuce. You start Deuce as your shooting guard. Boom.
and that means Cat is your 3rd option because you have Giannis number 1, Brunson 2, Cat 3. I mean, that would just be
No,
the team would
Brunson's
win.
number
If
one.
everyone stays healthy, the team would definitely win a championship. I mean, that's just like a super team.
Yeah, defense is the concern, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, Giannis is not a great defender, I don't think. That's why keeping Bridges would be so big because he really is your best defensive player and he could play against the other team's star. So losing him would definitely be not great. And even Hart plays. And I would hate losing Hart, to be honest with you, too, man.
No,
I
I'm
mean,
okay
I
with
like
it.
Hart as a
For
player.
Giannis, or come on now, for Giannis.
Yeah, no, for Giannis, I would do it. It shouldn't be a sticking point, but it would definitely be tough to see him go. I mean, he's the guy that gives his all. No, I think he's been great this year too, man. I think he's been awesome. And I just like him as his personality. I love, and I think Brunson would definitely take a hit to that because it's his best friend. Obviously, they do a podcast together, so I think Brunson would take that hard. And I don't know, maybe it won't be good for chemistry. I don't really know. Look, you have to look at everything, but I think you would do your team a disservice if you're not looking into trading for one of the best players in the
No, you gotta at least evaluate.
You got to look into it because the Knicks have been looking for this for years, trading for a star player, a player that's gonna bring you over the top. So yeah, you'd be stupid not to at least look into it. But I would get if they don't do it, if the return would be too big, I would get it if they walk away from the table.
Yeah, that again, I'm fine with that. I'd say at this point, like I'm kind of indifferent.
Yeah, I'm indifferent. But look, if they get Giannis and the return is, I'd be ecstatic. This guy is amazing.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of actually pulling the trigger, like if they do it, obviously,
no, I'm not. It's not like they don't.
Right.
Yeah, I agree because I think this is a team that you could still the team as constructed right now. I think they can win a championship.
I don't know. I don't think.
I think they can make it. Can they beat the Thunder, who are obviously going to make it out of the West? I mean, they're the far and away the best team in the West.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't say they can beat the Thunder right now. I don't know.
I don't know if they have what it takes to win it all. This team.
I think they have what it takes to make it out of the East, though.
The East is weak.
I think they're going to win. Look, the Pistons right now, they got off to a great start. They're dropping off. I think the Knicks are going to win the Eastern Conference. They're going to get in first place.
Yeah,
the Knicks are hitting their stride right now. They
figured out at home. By the way,
by the way, that's really good. Yeah, I mean they got to figure out, playing on the road, which is fine. I mean, look, it's nice to see that they have that home court advantage actually matters because I think in years past they haven't been that great at home, right? They've kind of been road warriors more.
You want to take care of business at home,
You do, yeah, absolutely, yeah. And they're beating good teams at home.
And Boston's actually been good this year. What's going on there?
Jaylen Brown's playing really. I think he's averaging like 30 points. Jaylen Brown, so he's having a really good year.
Boston.
It's kind of because it's funny because when you look at the roster is really bad. I mean, they have a lot of players that you never even heard of on the roster because they lost Porzingis, they lost Drew Holiday, they lost a lot of players in the offseason. So it's kind of surprising how they're doing this. I don't know. I really don't know. They have a good coach, I guess. I don't know. Mazzulla's an ugly guy, good coach. They have that Derek White's not bad, Pritchard's not bad. They can shoot. The bottom line is that the Celtics are still going with like the strategy of just chucking up threes, and I guess it's working for them over the past couple games. I don't know.
Yeah, they should have. You're right.
It's still a strategy.
You're right.
That guy Derek White does not miss from 3. He still doesn't miss.
Yeah, it's a good shooter. Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't know if you have anything else.
I think that's it, Matthew. Great episode. 2 top 5s. Good segment ideas by us. That's been our 3rd year anniversary show. So again, thank you for the support. Look, 3 years down and a lifetime to go, as I said before.
Yeah, I mean we'll take it 1 year at a time, but it's fun. It's always a good time. 2 top 5s. We'll post both of them for the votes.
Absolutely. I'll make the graphics, sometime this week. Hopefully the podcast gets posted within a month because the last one I was really late. No, I'll definitely look. I have a lot of time.
I forgot about.
It'll definitely be up this week. It's gonna be up this week for sure. I have a lot of time, so that won't be an issue this time around.
All right, that's good. Yeah.
So, guys, great episode as always, and that's been another edition of the Empire Sports of Mind podcast. See you guys in the next one.